Dear Kathy, thanks again for agreeing to do a testimonial during the month of February as part of the Stewardship Pledge Drive. It's really appreciated by me and the rest of the stewardship team. If you can speak about what stewardship means to you and how your work and your involvement with pushing the Black Lives Matter initiative has added to your commitment and love for this church, thanks again. Have you ever been to a Christmas Eve service at this church? There's a very special part right at the end when all the sanctuary lights are extinguished and a single candle is lit from the chalice. Everyone in the sanctuary also has a candle, and one by one, row by row, all the candles are lit. In the end, it is only the candlelight in the sanctuary, and we all sing Dona Nobis Pacem. It's really very moving, and for me as a pagan, the metaphor of lighting candles against the darkest time of the year with a prayer for peace is right in my wheelhouse. I bring up how moving Christmas Eve is because honestly, that's how I've felt being part of the Black Lives Matter initiative. If you were here a few weeks ago, you'll remember that I'm one of the 5 church ladies who sent a letter to Reverend Allison about hanging a Black Lives Matter banner here at the church. Since that letter, we ladies have seen the congregation just run with it. We were adopted by the social justice team. The social justice team made racial justice its primary focus for the next 2 to 3 years. The Board of Trustees enthusiastically endorsed that work. We have a Black Lives Matter team committed to doing something in Nashua and in the larger world. And last Monday night, I was blown away by 41 people showing up for the first Being White in a Racist World class. And we got the banner. So, how is that added to my commitment and love for this church? To be perfectly honest, it hasn't. It's changed my perspective and my relationship to the church. Before Black Lives Matter, I was already committed to the church. And I have in parentheses, my loving husband might say over-committed to this church. But my relationship with the church was individual. I'm going to have to talk with my hands. This was not an unhealthy relationship, and I got a lot out of this relationship, but it was kind of like me and church. I supported the church with pledging because it was my individual responsibility. The Fletcher family's pledge and church. And I think I might have been doing what UU minister, the Reverend Dr. Frederick Muir, has described as confusing individuality with individualism. But since Black Lives Matter, I have a deeper understanding of what a church is and what a church can do. A church is more than a collection of its individuals. A covenantal community has the power and the potential to be more than the sum of its parts. Like the candle lighters on Christmas Eve, we are a body. From one lit chalice, we are a body of light in the darkness praying together for peace. From one letter from 5 ladies, we are now a community committed to working for racial justice. Black Lives Matter is the first experience I've had in this church that's helped me to understand the difference between pledging and stewardship. And people have been talking about that for like 5 years. Pledging is individual. Stewardship is a commitment to the body, the covenant, the work, the future. My commitment hasn't changed. My relationship has changed. I am not a member of this church. I belong to this church. That's why I will continue to support its work. Thank you.